PM thanks Thai entrepreneurs as he aims for a return to a confident future free of the coronavirus. Prime Minister Prayuth Chan ocha indicated a May 17 second-stage easing of virus lockdown measures as he looked forward to the return of business and tourism in Thailand with a life where people can be confident again. He warned the public to be patient and conscious of public health, at this time, for that to happen. Thailand's Prime Minister thanked entrepreneurs and business people on Friday as he revealed that the second stage of reopening of the economy would go ahead on May 17. He said that the goal of the government was to allow Thai people to be able to live their lives freely again, but with confidence that this deadly virus is no longer a threat. On Friday morning, during a visit to the Office of Narcotics Control Board, the Thai Prime Minister took the opportunity to thank Thai entrepreneurs and business people throughout the kingdom for their cooperation with authorities in introducing measures to curb the COVID-19 virus. The Prime Minister was attending the office to speak on Thailand's ongoing efforts to cut the ground from under evil drug traffickers when he was asked by the media to comment on reports of a further easing of lockdown measures. Government plans May 17 second step. General Prayuth confirmed that the government is planning a second stage of easing the lockdown measures from Sunday, May 17. He suggested that this will involve changes to the measures relating to big business and also public gatherings. Urged public to have patience in the government as the threat of virus had to be taken seriously. He urged the public and business people to have patience with the government, which is operating under budget limits and facing a challenge that had to be taken seriously. However, he stressed that the goal for the government was to see the country emerge from the situation and return to normal. Letting people get back to work and generating income, living life with confidence, PM's vision. The Prime Minister highlighted that a reopening of the economy will allow the public to get back to work and begin generating revenue and income streams. However, he warned that public health must be borne in mind to prevent a recurrence which would present an even bigger problem for the country. He stated that the goal of the government was to allow people to get back to living their lives with confidence. Importance of avoiding conflict stressed. The PM urged the public and all involved in the current crisis to take care to avoid conflict at this time. He also highlighted the importance of the country's cooperation with foreign countries to help alleviate the situation and progress the kingdom's interests. COVID Security Chief announces Inspections Task Force. On Thursday, Thailand's Security Supremo during the COVID-19 outbreak, General Pornpai Patbanyasri, through spokesperson Major General Thurafong Patamising Anayuja of the Royal Thai Armed Forces, announced an organized approach to the inspection of businesses throughout Thailand involving the military, police and local officials. He revealed that on Wednesday alone, 13,566 inspections had taken place. Just above 3.5% were found to need guidance in implementing the strict social distancing and hygiene measures required by the government. Top man at the Finance Ministry defends government. On Friday also, Thanakorn Wangboonkonghana, the secretary at the Ministry of Finance, robustly defended the ministry's payment of support to those in need under the government's financial assistance program. He revealed that over 11 million people had already been paid under the scheme. He indicated that by next week, this figure will be 13.4 million. He explained that a lot of the difficulties encountered related to applicants who had entered incorrect national identification details and that the department was looking at ways to allay this situation. Politicians criticizing Thailand in direct contrast to international praise for the country's response. Mr. Thanakorn took issue with politicians in Thailand criticizing the government's response in part because it is unhelpful, but he also pointed out that many countries have expressed praise for Thailand's success in handling the outbreak thus far. Meanwhile, Thailand's Agriculture Bank has revealed that it has facilitated up to 1.8 million people with loans under the government's support programs. COVID-19 Center confirms May 17 date for second step of a four-step process to be complete by early July. The May 17, second phase of easing, was also confirmed on Friday by the COVID-19 Center spokesman, Dr. Taisan Visanu Yothin. This will be the second of four steps expected to be completed by early July. He indicated that a review of the country's situation would take place on May 13 based on data that would be collected between today and the 12th of May. A final decision will be taken by the Prime Minister on May 14 next. Further reading. Booze is back on the shelves in Thailand from Sunday, May 3 to the relief of many thirsty foreigners. Top Thai executives roll out plans, but ultimately herd immunity may be the basis for recovery in the long run. Government to control rollback of lockdown measures to reopen all businesses from May until July. Australian hotel manager in Phunga province becomes Thailand's 55th casualty from the COVID-19 virus. UK ex-WHO director warns of 2 to 3 years of chaos as IMF sees Thailand as the hardest-hit economy in Asia. COVID-19 electricity price reductions overshadowed by reports of skyrocketing energy bills nationwide. Australian retiree is spending his own pension money on supporting the poor during the crisis in Chiang Mai. Government begins looking at borrowing options to fund huge $1.9 trillion economy rescue package. Challenge of defeating both the health and economic emergency, a big ask for Thailand's government in crisis mode. Thailand faces a third shock after the virus if high debt and the informal economy are not prioritized. Government begins looking at borrowing options to fund huge $1.9 trillion economy rescue package. Irate self-employed go straight to the top over pernickety issues holding up COVID-19 income support payments. Different strain of virus caused the outbreak in Bangkok, which plunged Thailand into a state of emergency. Progress in the fight against the COVID-19 enemy, but medical expert says it will still take more time. Virus may be partially airborne and minister writing face mask fracas according to new U.S. research. Health minister in an outburst against Western foreigners as 7 more are infected by the coronavirus.